How can Vroom's expectancy theory help me to understand how motivated my team is towards achieving their goals? Vroom's expectancy theory helps us to understand the behaviour of individuals within our team by explaining that their motivation or commitment to performing any task is a conscious decision they make. By mapping out the process employees use to decide how much effort to put into their work, managers can hope to influence and increase their levels of motivation and performance. In a nutshell, Vroom's expectancy theory explains that how much effort an individual puts into a task depends on their perception of how that effort will lead to a meaningful reward for them. Vroom summarised his model with the equation motivational force equals expectancy times valence, or M equals E times V. Here, the motivational force represents how much effort or energy an employee will put into a task. Expectancy refers to how much they believe that the desired outcome will be achieved, or the perceived probability of success. And valence refers to the value of this outcome to the individual, or their reward. So, if you really believe that putting effort into something will make it happen, and that when it happens it's good for you, then you will be highly motivated to do that job and will choose to put in more effort. An individual's decision-making process starts with expectancy. How likely do I think it is that increased effort will lead to increased performance? This is sometimes known as effort performance expectancy. If I work harder, will I get the job done, or is it too difficult? Expectancy is influenced by whether an employee believes they have the necessary skills to do the job, whether they believe the right resources are in place, including time and budget, and whether they believe that the right support will be available throughout the job. The next stage of the decision-making process is instrumentality, which can also be looked at as another kind of expectancy, performance outcome expectancy. This is the belief that increased performance will lead to a valued outcome or reward. If my performance improves, I will get something out of it. Instrumentality is affected by the employee's understanding of how performance translates into rewards within the organisation, what incentives are in place, the trust they have in their managers to reward them when they have done a good job, and the transparency with which the organisation rewards others. Valence is the final stage of the decision-making process. This refers to the personal value that the individual places on the outcome they expect to receive. How happy will my reward make me? Valence is determined by the individual's values and needs at the time. Outcomes can be both positively and negatively valent, because sometimes the outcome is not actually wanted. It is important to recognise that whilst money may be an important motivator for some employees, status or flexible working may be more of a driver for others. So, an effective manager will tailor rewards to each individual member of their team, perhaps through the use of questionnaires and interviews to find out what employees see as more positively valent. As a manager, you should remember that Vroom's expectancy theory is based on your team's perceptions, their assessment of the probabilities that greater effort will lead to improved performance, and that improved performance will lead to rewards for them. How accurately do you know how your employees see these causalities? Again, effective communication has a crucial role to play here in determining how much the team believes that any task they are assigned can be successfully completed, and that they, personally, will benefit from it. If they do not see the path to success, they might simply choose to expend their effort on less important tasks, with greater motivational forces or expected rewards. The task you have set may be ignored, even though it may add more value to the organisation. In this way, they would not be assigning sufficient effort to the key objectives that would keep the organisation aligned.